And good morning, Space Engineers. This is Mr. Kasarian, and welcome back to my Space Engineers Let's Play, episode 14. Well, how are you guys doing today? I'm doing alright as always. So, I did a bit of work off camera. By a bit of work, I mean a lot of work. And we got quite a haul from our little ship up there. Quite a haul indeed. To put things mildly, I had a lot of resources. And rather than zipping around and trying to, fix all this and get it all working properly and this and that and the other thing, I just decided, you know what? Rather than building a whole ship for the purpose of cargo transport, why not build a little cargo transport pod for my little work bee? Alright, it's pretty simple. Conveyor, 2 cargo containers, and a connector. So we're just going to bring it down. Of course, we have to turn our connector back on for docking operations. And let's get her docked up. There we go. Just gonna hit P. We can go into our inventory. Ah, okay. So you can see it already pulled out all of the silicon that I actually needed here. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. So there's that, we have our assemblers, and we can just dump off the rest of this into our large cargo container. Magnesium, we got some more gravel, we got a bunch of iron. Though as you can see, most of it was actually already pulled out and into our sorting system. And we got some gold to add in there as well. Not too shabby. Now if you look at our production, okay. So now let's open that up. Let's go to our connectors. Hit P to unlock them. And just slide off like so. Now all I should have to do is get my camera turned around, fly back over to here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. It's a little bit early, so my keyboard skills are a little out of it. And we'll just dock this up onto the Titan. It's a pretty simple little operation. In proximity, lock, ship merge block, off please. Bring that down, bring it over, let's bring it forward a wee bit. Kind of straighten her out just a little bit here. Oops. Didn't want to touch down quite that hard. That's alright, we've landed. Shut her down. Operation successful. We have transferred all of the materials we need over to our ship. Beautiful. If I'm not mistaken, we had it building a fair amount of silicon over there. Not seeing any. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go in here. We should have a fair amount of silicon lying around. 8,000, 6,000, a bit more over there. And I think that's it. Oh, we got a fair bit over here too. Alright, that's fine. 37.7 thousand silicon. Alright. So now we're going to load up my favorite buddy, SE Calc. Now we're just going to finish this off. Ah, right. So I need... do I have any girders? I have a few. You know, flip and search function would be awesome. Right, having to play this game of I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's just do this. All right, let's get out. You know what we'll do? One, and then all of these are full up on girders, right? Let's make sure of that right now. Yeah, they are all full up on girders. Okay, so we should just need enough girders to make this one. Which should be able to go in like that. There we go. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So another 250. I'm not certain why I'm dropping so many frames today. Production. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And we can let those cook up. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Now, I also want to keep working on this place in here. Alright, this is something that's been kind of bugging me a little bit, that we don't have this done. You know? It's like, come on, we need to finish this up. Alright. So what I think we'll do here is... I think... So that's there, right? So we're going to cut through right here. Okay. And then we're just going to put down some light armor for the floor, which I can't do because there's too much crap in the way. Because we need an actual med bay. Like, we need an honest-to-God med bay around here. So we're going to have to remove this piece. Right? Okay, and then we're going to come into here. We have our ramps. I think I want a little bit more hallway there, to be honest with you. Just a little bit. And I know I don't usually show you guys this bit, but I kind of want to. Like, this part of building is not something I usually show you guys, because, you know, it takes a little bit of time, and it can be a little bit irritating here. So we need to chew this back just a little bit more. Of course, a lot of this is me just trying to make this place vaguely aesthetically appealing. Which I'm not good at, and you guys know that. You guys are not here for my aesthetic sense, thank God. Because if you were, you'd be flipping sorely disappointed by the end of this series, huh? Okay, and then we can go back, we can get our ramps. Put our ramps down there. And then I'm going to probably just cut off the upper part of the structure here. Because I really only wanted to have it... Well... I guess I don't really have to have it only coming up 1, right? I can push it up by 2 if I wanted to. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? See, part of this thing with this building process is I want to maintain the kind of built into the rock look. Right? I'm not building an underground base, but I want it to be at least, like, a little natural looking, if you get my drift. Okay, that one it won't let me do. So just slice this back a little bit. And that, yeah, that's probably as good as I'm going to get it. Alright, I'm not going to go up any higher than that, because otherwise it's going to look a little weird. So I'm just going to cut this out, right? And basically just slice this off at this level. And I don't know why I have so low frames today. I really don't. It's actually really strange to me why my frames are so low right now. I'm not actually doing anything that's intensive. Like, if I was encoding a video, I'd understand it, but I'm not. Might just be the amount of crap I have flying around. You never know. Alright, so we're going to cut this mountain off. Every game I'm in, I'm always cutting off mountains. Figure. Alright, that looks pretty decent right there. So, that, right? And this is just going to be a matter of me building this place out a little bit. And kind of getting it stable and working and all those fun words that, you know, I use when describing a build. So I'll probably be back in a little bit once I'm vaguely done with this thing. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to hear it, right? Well, we've added some things. We've added a lot of things. Namely, I have installed the AAA SE mod pack. Yes, yes. Which I am wicked, wicked happy about. I've been missing, you know, having mods and all of that fun stuff, and all the different things that you can do with it, and all of the different cool things that these mods add, like hallways, interior corridors, which look cool, if I do say so myself. So yes, we have landing skids, we have gravity generators. See, landing skids. Nice. So yes, all sorts of fun stuff added by mods, and this allowed me to start working on a couple rooms over here. Namely, this room, which doesn't have a door yet, but it should probably get one. About there, probably. So let's say that that's probably a pretty decent place to shut the door. This area right here is actually going to be the armory. Alright. You know, we don't know if everyone's going to be peaceful out here, and it's probably a good idea to have some place to keep all of our small arms and other equipment that we might need to defend ourselves with. You know, just in case. Not saying we're, you know, specifically planning anything, just that, you know, might be a good idea to have some place to keep our small arms and ammunition, and kind of get them out of the way of the rest of our entire system. And door. Door! There we go. That's a door. Door. There we go. Yeah, sometimes I can be a little bit derpy. Over here, this is another little room we're building, though it needs to be lengthened a wee bit. This is our medical bay. Alright? We have a medical unit for treating combat injuries. You know, just to make sure that if we do end up in a bit of a scrape, we have someplace we can go to kind of deal with it and rest and repair. And also, Nick put his medical bay out there. I have since removed it now that we have factions and all the cool stuff that factions provide. Alright. So, yes, we have some cryopods. Sort of emergency storage and transport. You know, if we have someone who's too critically injured or we have too many injured personnel, we can always, you know, dump them in the cryopod temporarily and pull them out when we need them. Well, or when we can treat them, rather. And, of course, we can't have a room like this without some sort of system to control it, right? And that would just be silly if we just had this room and, you know, nothing to really actually, you know, work in and manage all the machines and, yeah, a computer desk. That looks good. There we go. I wish you could kind of change the appearance of it to be a little bit more, I don't know, make it just a wee bit more medical looking, but that's quite alright. And we have these cool station interior blocks, if I can find them again. This is the only issue, is you kind of have to go hunting on occasion. There we go. What's the difference between these three? Alright, that's... Okay, so we want this one. All right. There we go. And look at that, we have our medical bay. Of course, it would be easier if we just grabbed our actual ship and built this all up properly. Now, a lot of these blocks are non-functional, and they're purely decorative. Which is a little unfortunate, in my opinion. That they're just decorative blocks right now. Like the armory blocks don't work. The suit lockers do something here. And the suit lockers are these blocks. The suit lockers... Oops. T. Allow you to change your suit color. So... yeah, I can shift that around. You know, I can kind of do all sorts of stuff with this. Set it to black. You know, so you have a bunch of different options with the suit locker. The armory blocks don't do anything yet, which is why I'm going to stick a small cargo container right there. Just so that we have someplace to store all our... to actually store the equipment. Though I expect that in the nearby future, a lot of this armory stuff will actually become usable. There we go. And then just for the sake of actually having this done, let's come down here, open up our control panel. We'll say share with my faction. We'll call this the armory. Okay, there we go. And now we can just move all of our armory crap over. And this stuff is a wee bit expensive on occasion. This isn't the, you know... It may be decorative, but they do have uses planned for it in the future. So it's not free, right? You know, because if it's going to have uses, then they want to make sure that, you know, it's working properly and as expected. What am I missing? 4 small steel tubes and 2 motors. Oh. Well, that solved that issue quite nicely. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up, and I'm actually going to rename this as Armory Door. Share with faction. And that's just so, you know, other people, Nick, can get in and, you know, work around in here and not really worry about, oh, crap, Kess forgot to set this, and, you know, that sort of stuff. Now, the fun thing about this stuff is that it actually eats up girders. Of all the things in the world, it's girders that it eats. Girders and motors. I don't understand why, but it does. And it kind of eats them. Like, I don't understand why it eats them. Here, if I go to system inventory, it's going to be easier to find crap. There we go. I don't know why this eats it, but it does, and it's a little bit irritating. There we go. Because girders, it's weird. You don't use girders a lot. You know, you just... They're not on the list of things that you make use of on a regular basis. Of course, that suit locker's in a really terrible place with that cargo container there. But that cargo container is really just temporary right now. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. So, we have our lockers. We have our suit lockers, our storage lockers, our armory bays, and let's see what it looks like from ground side. Assuming that we, you know... maybe finish this crap off a little bit. I'm not certain what I'm going to do for the wall over there. I'm not, I don't know. There are a couple different things I could do. I'm not certain. I have a plethora of options now. And that kind of leaves me wondering, how am I going to actually do this? Yeah, that's a good question. One I wish I knew the answer to. Now I know that I'm going to do this. Oh. You have to watch out for siding on this. That should be page down. Okay, there we go. Let's hop back in our little welder. I think these station bits that I'm using right here cost the same as regular interior plates, interior walls. There we go. So we have our nice little armory. Nice. Let's finish that. There we go. Oh, another block that's not quite finished. And there we go. So we are adding more onto the station. We have a bunch of stuff to add, though. I mean, mess halls and all sorts of other stuff that just we don't have yet. And I like how I have different options now for the side walls, because those are actually... that was something that I was getting kind of not irritated at, but I wasn't happy with my limited options there. Oh, that's the armor block underneath it, isn't it? Interesting. Alright, I'll have to fix that somehow. But yes, we now have a much more complete bits and pieces to the station. I wonder, I saw some signs over here. We have the vent bits, some actual stair blocks, which is awesome. We have these interior wall window arch thingies, which I don't quite understand. We have warp drives, which is cool. I think that's BSC. We have the hover bike crap. That's fine. Concrete walls. Tile, brick, concrete. Wooden blocks. Moss block. Compressor unit. I wonder what that does. Shrubbery and telegraph poles. Asphalt. Asphalt tree. I'm not sure what all that's going to be used for. Signs, gravity generators. I just look at all this stuff, you know? Small thruster, cubes, some more interior wall bits, rounded bits for I don't know what. You know, it's plasma cannons, another type of interior wall, more interior walls. Look at this. Does that not look awesome? Yeah, that just looks epic. And dude, guys, seriously, look at this. The thing is huge. The thing is absolutely massive. Alright. So yes, we have a lot of fun options we can start playing with. We have a lot of cool things we can do. We have a lot of cool things we can kind of add to the station, and ways that we can, let's say, improve our station just a wee bit. Which I am always happy about improving my station. Anyways, guys, I think that's pretty much the episode for today. I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Mr. Kasarian. Stay tuned for more fun as I figure out what all these mod blocks do, or, you know, how they look best together. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully Techron will be around as well to join me. And as always, guys, happy mining.